3, 2, 1, and we are live. I think yes, we are. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wolf. We have Mr. David Gokhshtein. We've got thumbnail drama. We've got all sorts of stuff happening in the crypto world. We're going to be talking about it all. David's not a happy guy. I caught part of the crash out earlier. Apparently, there was some issues with the thumbnail. We'll get into it here in a second. But for those who do not know, Mr. David did found the Gokhshtein Media back in 2016. He's been cooking on the X world. So I'm gonna give him a couple flowers here before we dive into all the drama. But David, it's good to have you. Welcome to Wolf Bitcoin.
Well, it's nice to be on the program.
Oh man, lots to talk about. We got the thumbnail. For the people who are going to be tuning in from YouTube, I'm gonna see if I can find this thumbnail here. I'll be honest, I'm not too mad about this thumbnail though.
Yeah, because you look like you're in middle school. That's why.
Let me see. All right, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up really fast. So David's got a little bit of a gripe because he's not exactly happy with our current thumbnail. Here it is. I'm gonna pull it up here, and we're gonna dive into this a little bit. Now, I'll be honest. Oh, never mind. I thought it was pulled up. I'll be honest. That's not bad, bro. That's not bad. I actually look worse than you do.
Are you blind?
I look worse than you do here. My face is bloated. I got all sorts of weird colors all over my face. I mean, you're looking like a G. I don't know what the complaint is.
My man, listen. I literally look like I'm about to turn 70. Okay?
I got bad news, David.
That's
I got bad
number
news.
one.
That photo and what I'm looking at right now are very, very close. Now, you do look a little bit more beautiful in person while we're speaking to you here. I will give you that.
Unbelievable.
I think I did worse than you did here. I'll be honest. I think I
get the mustache is a little bit like straight.
Yeah.
Really straight.
Well, the last guy who cut my hair, he like lined up my mustache. He was Mexican. I think I just kind of kept it up, and I haven't really changed it because I don't know anything about this whole world.
Damn. What did got? Damn. He said my barber is. And never mind. I'm not gonna even get into it.
Well, dude, look. It's great to have you, and we'll get on. Hey, Gabriel, just the thumbnail, fix the thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Gabriel. We'll get fired.
To all the Gokhshtein Media folks out there, we're all gonna be good here. But anyways, I was gonna say, so you've been streaming for the last like forever, daily, and so I see with Landy. I see Landy's in the house. I see Bits. Good to see you guys. We did just cover all the drama related to the thumbnail, so you're gonna have to rewind a minute if you want to dive into that. But I was gonna say, there's not too many interviews with you out there. All we got is commentary from some dude who talks about things. He talks to puppets every single day, live every single day. I was actually curious to get your first thoughts on, not even first thoughts. I would like to hear a little bit of the origin story of Mr. David G before the daily stuff, where a large majority of people are going to recognize you from. They only recognize the USA flag and the suit. And so I'd like to get under the suit. You know what I'm saying?
You'd like to get under the suit. What is this? What is happening right now?
I would like to get under the suit. This is what Landy told me. He said there's a few things you need to ask. We've got a few of them disguised in the conversation. I'm excited to pepper those.
So is this the part where I have to tell you how I got into crypto? Is this where I'm going?
I do want to, but I would like to start with your first crypto purchase and go from there.
My first, no, I was about to be funny, but no, it was Bitcoin. I mean.
Okay. Wow. Is that a real answer?
Are you serious, man?
Just asking.
Of course. No.
Mine was not. That's
no.
It
came off a pump.fun.
There's no way. It can't be.
That's my first crypto purchase.
For that.
I've always been a no coiner.
Okay. Right.
I go into Bitcoin spaces talking about furniture.
I don't know, man. Grok told me that you have a quote here that I brought up. It said, "Meme culture should never be faded."
It should never be faded. Meme culture should never be faded.
And we thinking the Bitcoiners are happy about this?
Bitcoiners aren't happy with themselves.
That is true. It is.
Well, hold on. Let me put it. Let me say something differently. There are Bitcoiners and then the Bitcoin maxis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I appreciate 5% of what the Bitcoin maxis are trying to accomplish. The 95% I don't. Okay. Shout out to RIP 110. Anyway. Right? It's like it's dumb. But then you have Bitcoiners who we love Bitcoin. We understand Bitcoin. We get it. We absolutely get it. But we embrace other tech within the ecosystem. Okay? So what else can I say? Bitcoin was my first purchase. Then I started getting into other things. It wasn't really a lot of things to get into, but whatever. Ethereum, Litecoin, whatever. Got some Dogecoin. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No?
Okay?
That was mine as well. It's my first.
And I believe memes, when we talk about memes bring, listen, it's just more relatable. It's a common language. Like, I think people don't get me. You know, I've always had this issue with the entire, and I'm not gonna even react to the comments. You see, I'm a professional. I'm going to continue to move forward, regardless of bits or whoever making comments. This is my time, my show.
Hey guys, get off the stream, guys. Yeah.
The great one is here. I don't even do interviews.
How do
I
you
don't
get
even do interviews.
You're back on the screen.
Okay, I never do interviews. This is a fucking exclusive here. And if you get demonetized, just let me know. I'll hit you. But
our YouTube has like 1 viewer. It's all going to be on X, unfortunately.
listen, memes are important. They're relatable. People understand them, and ultimately, people get into Bitcoin. I don't care what anybody says. And what I was saying back then wasn't popular. It was only a few of us talking about memes, and I'm getting destroyed in Bitcoin conversations, whatever conversation. I was getting legit ripped into shreds. Guess what? I'm reading an article that says Uniswap and Robinhood are now developing things to go ahead and bring on the memes. Who would have thought $1 billion company is talking about it? Van Eyck with the meme index. Memes aren't so funny anymore, right? People are taking to it because they understand there's a population, and a big population, that talks in meme. That's it. And that's where I stand. It's not going to hurt Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to do what Bitcoin's going to do. It's an incredible generational asset. To be scared of bringing in the meme economy is the craziest thing that you can do. To try to get rid of ordinals and put down like a product like Dogon on Bitcoin is crazy. 18 to 35-year-olds. Leonidas is leading. He's going to bring more people into Bitcoin and use Bitcoin than the actual people moving the furniture and talking about furniture on Spaces. I'm not talking about your Spaces. I'm talking about the 65-year-olds respectfully talking about they got a Bitcoin title, yet I come into this room, they're talking about they went to IKEA this weekend. Okay, they ain't talking charts. And then they get upset because people want a meme. So
I see. And I see some of the people joining in here, weighing in on some of the meme talk here. I agree. I mean, it's been kind of wild. Meme culture exploding. I mean, the internet's just gotten bigger, so it makes sense. People are starting to catch on. You start to see who's terminally online and who's not, based off inside jokes you say and try out and test out in real life events. Some people are starting to get it, bro. Some people are chronically online. I don't know.
You don't have to buy memes, by the way. Like that's not that's not even the point of what I've been battling. You don't have to buy a meme. You don't have to buy something that's been put on chain.
You calling Bitcoin a meme?
No, but Bitcoin in its early days was. Like I would go up to people in my corporate job and say, "Hey, man, Bitcoin is going to be revolutionary." You know what they say? I can't even say it on air. But it was a meme to them. They would joke, "Oh, look, Bitcoin King coming through." These are the type of things that I went through, okay? Like I walking through the door and people saying, "Oh, Bitcoin King, look at him. Look at the Bitcoin King," thinking that thing's going to be like gold or this is a generational asset here. That's what I dealt with. But I'm happy to see, obviously, it all panned out. Same people that were talking a lot of garbage, calling to ask me, well, is there still a good time to get in?
Oh, no.
But we got a lot of work to do still. You know, cold card, all this stuff.
That was brutal.
It is.
That was actually brutal.
How are we 17 years into the game and we have the tech here? We got AI. Everybody got AI. All these companies. You got to ask yourself, how much are they putting into security? You really got to sit back. For people inside the space, I'm not talking about outside. I'm talking about for us. You covered obviously you, Wolf Financial, Wolf Bitcoin. What I don't know how many departments you have. You probably have Wolf Memes soon. Like all you guys, right? You're covering the industry, right? Security. How much did you put into security? $2? Like what are we talking about here? And with Cold Card, everybody did the right thing. They did exactly what we all preach, right? And they got screwed. So we've been here a decade plus. What have we done? And that's what it comes down to, Kate. What have we really done? We're going to now alienate people. There's no insurance. There's no protection. And yes, we're in a permissionless environment. Decentralized, great. But these people are going to go straight to their brokers to get Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Bottom line, that's it.
That is true.
You might see exchanges come back into play. Because people are like, okay, I'll have it on an exchange. They'll protect me. They won't, if there's an exploit, they'll make sure to go ahead and cover me. That's it.
That's the big argument I see right now. I saw a bunch of Bitcoiners, big Bitcoiner maxis capitulating on the timeline in the last 3 or 4 days. They're basically like, look, this thing has become fully co-opted. It's not what it used to be. I'm done with it. I saw a couple big ones walked away basically entirely, and I was like, wow, this is wild. I can't tell if this is exact bottom capitulation behavior or what's going on here. I'm like we were up only for a while, and then we've kind of gone down like everyone thought we would. So I'm kind of like, wouldn't it be best to just wait like 4 more months to see if we just continue on the exact same trend and then like make a decision like that? I don't know. That was my thought. I mean, what are you thinking? Did you see any of this stuff? I'm sure you did.
I read the timeline.
Yeah.
I see it. Look, I already said that I think we hit the bottom or we have one more leg up, to go down, and then we go right back up. That's what I think happens. But I think we're almost there. We're 2 to 3 months away. I don't know what you're thinking, but I think we're 2 to 3 months away. To seem like, finally bullish sentiment is out there. To me, it's like everybody, from at least the people that I speak to, everybody's super bullish. Bullish sentiment, it's not on the charts though. Once we flip bullish on the charts, oh my God, I really do believe that it's going to be absolutely phenomenal here. Especially if you've done everything possible in the bear to build out your ports. That's it. If you DCA'd Bitcoin, whatever it is, like if you've done everything correctly, if you listen to value instead of, see, I'm trying to be nice. I'm holding in words that can get you demonetized.
I see.
Okay. You see that? You see a professional working the microphone? Do you understand? Do you see it?
Oh man, I didn't know if we're gonna get suit David or if we're gonna get a different outfit. Every now and then I'll look and I'll be like, whoa, bro's not in a suit.
I mean, whoever made that freaking image can get these hands.
I'll be sure to let you know. Gabe, are you working on that? All right, good. Yeah, he's working on it. He said he's drawing it by hand. He said it's really hard. Yeah. He said anyone who's an OG in Bitcoin, he says it's just a little harder to draw you. Something about the facial features. I don't know. Look, I'm kind of curious. I'm curious. So you went on Fox Business and Sky News. This is from your. I've been waiting to ask you this because it's in your bio. So I'm like, okay, hold on. Obviously, you go on one of those. You're throwing the bio, of course. What do they usually like? I haven't seen these clips, and so I was curious what they want to talk to you about. I didn't know if it was on like a trading side or if it was just like a crypto media or if that was before. But I was like, I'm gonna ask him.
My thing cut out. Can you say it one more time? I'm sorry.
There's no way.
Yeah, cut out a little bit. You said I was on Fox News and Sky News.
Sky
and then you said something in the middle, which
NBC, I think it was. You were on like the morning show with the View, I think, or the View, I think it's called, with the 4 ladies.
I declined that. That.
I thought I saw you on that one. Maybe not. Could have been somebody else.
How dare you say that?
Oh no, dude! Someone's roasting you in the chat. Ryan is roasting in the chat.
Nah, you said for a second. For a second, I thought it was true.
Yeah, I don't think it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan's just mad because I've heard him talk, and I've heard that's, he's the type of dude that will keep open a space until the last Bitcoin is mined.
That's true.
There you go.
Hey, spaces are a lot of fun. But okay, yes. Okay, back to the news. I'd like to know if this is possible.
Well, I said the middle part when you asked me that question, it cut out.
Oh,
So
yes, of course. Yes,
yeah,
you
yeah.
were on all these networks, and I was like, he probably just put it in his bio and didn't go on, is my guess.
Wow.
But we will see.
Wow. Wow. That's messed up. Well, you know what? I declined a lot of interviews. I just want to let you know. Like, at first, like, I was more than happy to go on there, but then, like, I'll be serious here, no sarcasm. See, I can do that also. I can pivot. I have my media company, and I was like, why am I fighting institutional narratives and scripts? Why don't I, like, I already was podcasting. I've been podcasting for 10 plus years. I've been doing that. I need to just continue to get on the camera, break it down for people who watch and tune into me. I get it. It's nice to go on mainstream media. You get a little bit more coverage from people who don't know you. That's nice. But I really did make a decision and say, you know what? I am actually done with going on, because they just don't understand. And they want you, if you want to go on, okay, so like I kind of think of it this way. If you want to go on to mainstream media, you have to act the part.
Yeah.
You have to be robotic, and you have to be in that world. I am not going to be pigeonholed. Like I am going to talk about things that are on my mind at that very moment. And I honestly do believe this. Like it's the people that I want to rally behind, and not a bunch of suits, even though I'm wearing one. That's why Gokhshtein Media is alive. We started off as a magazine and became a media company.
Serve as a magazine?
Yeah, a magazine.
Wow.
What are you saying? I can't read?
I think magazines are fire, honestly. I still see them. I just don't know if people are, I don't know if, I imagine they're not, because you moved it to Gokhshtein Media. I'm sure there's a lot more reach there, but magazines kind of fire, low key.
It was fire. It was dope when people could read.
God. I was going to say, last time I saw a magazine was probably at the back of a bookstore a few years ago. You might
I know I know what magazines you look at.
Oh, Lord.
Pull that over the crowd. We know.
What was the magazine? Was it crypto stuff? Like in a magazine?
It was absolutely crypto, 80% crypto, 20% lifestyle.
Wow.
And other trending topics. We broke it down in layman's terms. We had great writers. I was losing a hell of a lot of money every single month, month in, month out, month in. It's just absolute. But the first issue came out. We charged $9.99. Apparently, the space is broke. And you know what I said? I want to make it free anyway. There are people that listen, people don't have money in general. Let's make it free. People really don't understand what media companies are. Now, everybody has this image that, oh, you have a media company, you're caking it. Yeah. Not in the beginning. Are you kidding me? It's a non-profit, like literally a non-profit. You're bleeding, especially at the time when we came out. There's not sponsors. What are you talking about? You got to get sponsors within the space, because nobody's coming to sponsor you. Right. Like now, like we have, it's different, right? I can get sponsored by Cash App or whatever, like all these companies that I do work with, but that wasn't available to us back then. We had absolutely, even if you had the network, like they weren't interested. I don't want to say Cash App. I'm just saying just Fortune 500 companies. They had no interest. So, but here we are today, which, listen, I'm happy. I'm happy to see other people build it. Look, Wolf, I'm happy for everybody who's doing well. It only makes, and I don't even say that sarcastically. I say, you need that. You need healthy competition. You need others building, because we all kind of reap the benefits of it. It's a trickle down effect, regardless. So I like seeing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we chatted on the on your show last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that, and we brought the Spaces idea from a product side, and you were like, maybe we should figure out what's going on here on X. I saw Nikita Bear Stuff that I'm sure you talked about it on the show. But I was hoping they'd throw some people on Spaces. Doesn't look like we're getting a whole lot of love. That's unfortunate. How's the I know you obviously you're going to be a big bull on the streaming side of things, but is there any kind of like team on the X side that
No,
focuses on that? Is there anything at all, or am I just going to expect the same?
I think this is going to be a truth show. I think this is going to be straight up 100% unfiltered here.
Oh, geez, here we go.
So you there's only two reasons why you do it. It's because you have the people that can do it, or your ego's so big that you do it.
Mm.
Like Wolf's already doing it, right? I'm not saying that I can't come out and do it. Like you guys are doing it, I can do it. Okay. But now I have to hire people.
Yeah.
What's the ROI? Like, does your company have a real ROI? I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about, do we have a real ROI to support this? Because Spaces, to me, respectfully, I don't think Spaces right now. I don't know. I don't see profit in it.
Mm.
You have to profit. Now, if your business has more than just Spaces, right? Like if you're doing like educational stuff outside of here and you're going to meetings and you're breaking things down for companies that want to build on chain, then I understand. Like, okay, like we have this over here, which it doesn't make us a lot of money, but it gives us visibility. So you're paying for that, right?
Exactly.
Okay. But it has to, there has to be a good profit margin to support that. So again, like I say, you're either doing it for ego or you're doing it realistically because you have the people that can support that kind of, endeavor.
Yeah.
So for me to come out, like, listen, we had Spaces, we produced Spaces before, but then I looked at it and I was like, it's just not profitable. Even if you get a big time sponsor, it's not a profitable thing. Though I think moving forward, so I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, moving forward, I think I'd rather, and I said this before, I'd rather sit in my car, drive somewhere for 4 hours and listen to people talk on Spaces who are knowledgeable about the topic rather than tune into some Sirius XM radio where the host is bringing on people to be experts. I've never heard of them, but they're experts and they're saying things that I'm like, can I say something back to them or do one of these on them or something, it's so yeah, Spaces have, you guys have done a good job, all the times, bringing on, really good people that know how to break things down. So,
yeah, I agree with you on the Spaces front. There's probably a cap, more so than like streams and stuff like that. Probably, at least on a regular basis, at least we've seen. But I agree. If you have other ways that the money comes in, Spaces are an excellent way to just sort of differentiate yourself. Very few people do Spaces consistently. Very few people speak on Spaces well consistently. So like you really set yourself apart if you're a good speaker. So
yeah.
I think Spaces are very, very unique, like thing to do, I guess. Like there's like a Spaces culture. Obviously when the bull market's back, numbers go up, and when bear market's here, numbers go down, kind of thing a little bit. But it's an interesting world. It's definitely an interesting world. Do you I was kind of curious on how at what age you got into the original Gokhshtein media? Like, what was the inception of it? Around what year that was? What were you doing right before?
2016.
I think that's what Landy said. Yeah.
2016 is when I got in. What was I doing before? Was I was running seven dealerships. So I'm from the automotive industry. I love the automotive. I accidentally fell into it, and I was in there for about a good time. I got to count, maybe 17 years. I did it well too. I love the automotive industry. I love cars. I think that's why I went. It was an accident, a total freaking accident. But I was just good at it. I love talking to people. You know what it is? I think it is. It comes down to I love talking to people. And that was really it. And dealerships get a bad rep, but like good dealerships are really good at doing business. We don't make it a transaction. Somebody's $25,000 coming into a dealership to get some, let's say a Honda or a Nissan, whatever it was, that's their Ferrari. So you made it an event. That's how I'm still friends with a lot of customers till this very day. who are now into crypto. So,
Are you serious?
yeah.
Oh,
I was
Lord,
telling
hopefully.
customers, I, I was telling,
Wait till
I
the
didn't sell
Bitcoin money.
cars. The whole thing, I sold cars for like 6 months, and then I went right into management. So it's just like,
Okay, nice.
so I knew, I know marketing, I know how to brand, I know sales. There's this taboo around cars and car salesmen. I'm like, I love this, love this industry. You can I know salespeople that make more than doctors, like, and they do everything the right way. Okay, I think the movie industry just gives it a bad rap, or maybe you had one, real bad experience, but otherwise, it's a it's a great industry. It's the second largest industry. Second largest. I'm laughing. Second largest industry besides the government. So think
Wow.
about that.
Is that true?
Go look it up. Trillions of dollars.
That's crazy. Wow. Wow.
So yeah, I came from there. That shaped me. But I'll say this: social media, doing this, podcasting, becoming a podcaster, or I like to say media personality because everybody's a podcaster.
Yep.
So like,
That's true.
everybody's a content creator. But I love what I do. I love this career. People tell me I should retire. Well, I get this a lot. Well, if you got into Bitcoin so early, then you should have retired already. What are you doing here? You must be broke. That's the same thing. Like, imagine telling Warren Buffett, what are you still doing here after 10 years?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I love being here. I enjoy watching people with their glow ups. Whether you work for me or you haven't, I enjoy watching people glow up as well. Like, I enjoy watching this whole space grow and being a part of it somehow. And now it's time, like in this point in time, it's time to build. Like, you can really build out here. No, there's so many things that people can build out here that haven't even been tapped. So like, okay, I'm building my media company, but I'm also thinking about other things. It's just, I'm also thinking about how we can bring back the Wall Street Bets movement, but part two. I would say something right now, but I'm trying to, not even trying. I know I will will my way into bringing back that vibe.
Wow. Yeah. The Lanny says pretty much.
I don't know what he's saying pretty much to, though.
I think it was related to oh, maybe not. Okay, I was thinking about something else, but okay. So interesting. Okay, so honestly the car thing is kind of wild. So you were just doing sales for a little bit, then you jumped into management, and then you jumped into media afterwards. Was that like part of the plan at all in
No.
any capacity? Do you like media like growing up at all? Did you listen to radio and think that'd be cool or no?
I listened to radio. I was always fascinated by the way somebody can go on air and just have confidence to speak their shit. But I had no intentions of going into the car industry. That wasn't like, oh, I'm going there. I'm educated enough to do a lot of stuff. I thought I was going to either be a pharmacist or at that time or a computer programmer. That's what.
Oh, okay.
I thought it's either two. My family was pushing me to go become a lawyer or a doctor, and I probably could have done that, but I like pharmacy was cool. Being a pharmacist was cool, and I love tech, so the programming aspect would have been dope to play out. But then I'm telling you, accidentally, I go into a dealership. I negotiate a deal. The owner comes out, says, after like 2 hours of negotiating, they're like, do you want to work here? And I'm literally sitting there. I'm like, you know what? I should just work this and blog it. And at the time of blogs. And that's what my intentions were. A week in, kind of like a week in a dealership kind of thing. Yeah. After a week, I was like, this is pretty cool. This is not bad. So
Probably
that's it.
The commissions probably like, holy hell, this is nice.
I seen that first paycheck said, you know what? Let me stay here a little bit longer. But again, I didn't have any intention to stay. I was like, let me stay here a little bit longer, do my thing, and then like, it just, it was a natural thing. And then being in management and like again, I think it's also being around people that was always cool. I'm social, but not social at the same time. I don't even know how to explain it.
Are you do you like are you going out multiple times a month?
I can go out with people I know.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I'm social around those that I know.
That's probably most
It's,
people.
it's not like I'm autistic. If I, it's not like if I see somebody, I put like no. It's just like
You're not a talking puppet. Which,
I'm
by the
not a
way,
talking puppet.
so is, I mean, I guess what I was going to say, I'm not even sure I can even get a real answer here because I don't know to the extent of the anonymous here from Landy's side. But you've known Landy a long time, it seems. You guys have a fair bit of years of friendship, it seems like, at least, with all the inside jokes and the fact that he comes on most days and yaps with you. I've also had the pleasure or something with Mr. Landy himself for the last year and a half on the Spaces side of things. What can you tell me about how you guys got started, or I'm not sure what you can disclose.
I honestly don't even remember.
Oh man,
That's
Landy's
right.
crying somewhere.
No, but Landy's telling me that when he heard about me, he didn't like me. No, at least he kept it 100, and I love that.
Yeah.
And most of the time, like some of my best friends or closest people, like they never liked me to begin with. They like thought I was like a condescending, arrogant, egotistical son of a bitch. I mean, that's okay. And I'm not. I just have a resting bitch face. What can I do? I can't do nothing about it. I'm born like this. Okay? I got a resting bitch face. What do you want me to do? Get plastic surgery? Smile all the time? So I'm actually cool as hell. I think I am cool as hell. You want me to be cool after your goddamn image that you put up there made me look like I was 90?
Landy says you
Like
heard
I got
it before he heard
osteoporosis and shit. I sleep with diapers and drinking short. He wants me to be nice. You believe this shit? That's my
God.
third time cursing on this program right now. And I've been holding back.
David is very upset right now. He needs a follow. Give him a follow. If you're watching, just hit the follow button. He's only got 800,000 followers already. He needs one more. It needs it. All right. Hit the retweet button. Follow David if you're not already, if you're coming from Wolf Bitcoin. This is the best we can do. Gabriel's working on the thumbnail. I don't know what's taking so long. It's the best we can do in real time.
This right now, this is a monumental moment for Wolf Finance, Wolf Bitcoin.
It is.
This is monumental. You guys should be like, this is bigger than what the hell you were doing at the New York Stock Exchange trade. Okay.
No, exactly.
Right now, like this should be it. This should be.
Oh yeah, there should be.
Public is probably going crazy right now.
They're pissed. They're pissed. They're like, dude, is that guy? I'm like, that's that guy. And they were like, didn't he say that thing that one time though? And I was like, he did. And they were like,
The thing, what time? What thing?
I can't remember. They told me about it, and I forget. Something on Sky Network. They were like, something is years ago.
Listen, first of all, I go on to these news channels and I'm repping. If I'm going on there, it's a good thing because then it brings visibility to everybody.
That's true. Honestly, I would be willing to, I don't know your numbers, but I'd be willing to bet there's a lot of mainstream shows that probably aren't putting anything impressive compared to.
No, I know that. They can't talk our language.
Yeah.
Can they? Do they know crypto like you? They don't. You work your ass off. I know that. They don't come close. They get a script and they read it, and that's it. You can get the same script. You just go to ChatGPT. That's all they're doing. We get more views than they do. So why? Tell me. So what, Kate? What do I like? What incentive do I have to go on to the networks respectfully? And those who are they're probably tuning in somewhere in the grease trap.
That's probably true.
I say that respectfully. If I go on there, I'm not even. You see how professional I am? I don't even notice the shit talking.
I just it's funny they're zooming in on both of our hairs. They're saying my hair's I don't know. I like the this is like the style of the hair though. Like this is on
First of all, you have a bunch of people talking about hair that are bald.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh wow. Guys, that
And respectfully,
recoverable.
shout out to the Ball Kings, okay?
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with that. But can you imagine?
Oh,
Some
man.
bald guy is telling us how to style hair.
That's
Now
true.
I need a haircut.
I have a decent
And I was
hairline.
going today. Don't worry, you're good. Listen, you're good. Kate, don't worry about it, man. Okay? Don't worry.
Keeping everybody
about
in here in check. We got Landy says, I'm a bald king.
it. Yeah, you know, I've never seen Landy. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I'll tell you what. I have had the opportunity. We have a system when people come on to the network. Okay, I've never looked. You know
Really?
why?
And you could have? You could have seen him?
I could have, but I never have. On
Interesting.
everything, I've never looked.
Okay.
Never looked. I like how it is, and then when we meet in real life, we'll shake hands and we'll chop it up.
Damn. Landy.
I'd rather it be that way.
Yeah.
Because maybe he took an ugly picture. And now I'm gonna have like, here he is hiding behind a puppet because he's ugly.
Of course. Of course. He might not be as tall as he talks too. It's possible. You never know.
People get on my 5'10" height all the time.
What you gonna do? What's you gonna do?
I'm a 5'10" small king.
Yeah. I mean,
But you know what? I'm good. Messi 5'7".
true.
World
Number one
Cup.
player in the world. Well, at one point. He might still be low key. Like he had a crazy run. I mean, it was unbelievable watching what happens. And I saw all the conspiracies about their being helped by either at FIFA or by God. And I was like, I don't know. I think this guy's just cooking. I think he's just fine. I think he's like, this is my last World Cup. I'm cooking.
It's so stupid, man. That was dumb.
Did you
That was
watch
dumb.
Did you watch through to the final? I know a lot of people were kind of well, I guess a lot of people were tuning into. I know some people were kind of tuned out because of certain teams that fell out. I was pretty stoked.
I watched it. I watched it.
Knocked out.
I think what's cool about the World Cup is it's like you don't even have to like soccer, but you tune in. And I think most people watched until the very end. I did. You know, I watched it, and I mean, it's a game of chess on a field. So
Yeah.
it's cool to watch. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this is boring." I don't think it's boring. It's how do you maneuver here? Like, how do you break past, strategy? Like, it's cool to watch. I think it's absolutely fun to watch for those that are into strategy.
Yeah. I'm curious if football day. I'm curious for Gokhshtein Network. What is there? Is this more of like a we build, we focus today, focus next week, focus next month, and the rest takes care of itself? Or are you someone who plans out 3, 5, 10 years with a very specific vision?
I think building a media company is, I know building a media company is extremely hard. You know what you want to do. It's about getting the right ingredients, and that's really it. And it's really like, people can come and go within, the time as you're building stuff out. It's not as easy as everybody puts it out there to be. It's not. And you could be, you could have a great platform too. Like, okay, I have a great platform. Thank you. I appreciate it. That doesn't mean that it's going to translate to a media company. Like what are you bringing to the table that others aren't? I'm unfiltered. So I feel like my media company is an extension of me. And when people come on or want to be a part of it, they have an opportunity to just be unfiltered and talk what's on their minds. But I at the same time, be an expert in their fields. Because we're not just reporting on crypto, we're doing sports and, there's a lot of things that we're AI, whatever it is. We're politics, obviously, we're breaking that all down. So,
Well, you're trying to break.
but it takes some time. You got to build a foundation. You talked about it. You got to build foundation here, man.
That's
You
right.
got to build a foundation. If there's no foundation and you have a pretty house, it means nothing. You walk in the door and you fall down into the basement. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It really, VC money is available, but that's debt. Like, I don't want to be owned and told how I speak.
Yeah.
Might as well just go take the interviews, right, that are available. I mean, like, I don't want to. Like, I want to speak the way I speak. I want to come on live and like talk my shit, go on a monologue, go on a tangent if that is what it is, and then listen to the puppet on there take airtime, precious airtime,
True.
for 45 minutes. I kick them off now, 15 minutes.
I was gonna say you brought up you were like, yeah, we talk about politics. I was like, do you? I mean, you get kicked off every time I hear about it. Every time I hear anything about Landy and David politics, it's like followed up the next sentence is, so yeah, we got kicked off TikTok live again. So we'll be back in like 3 weeks, and that's literally every single time.
Yeah, they are notorious habitual kickers, bro. Like they're horrific. Yeah, they limit your visibility.
Crazy.
It's crazy because I get a large audience on there. I could have sometimes 500 to 600, 700 concurring users on there watching, and they'll limit my. And it's somebody from like so my TikTok account is primarily a political account, which now I'm trying to transition into both crypto and politics kind of thing. So you have people that are like they follow me to rant with me. So it's the Democratic Party that comes in and they try to rant, and then if I say something, they report, and then the algorithm they don't it doesn't really cater to the Republican Party, and that's the truth. It's just it caters more to the Democratic Party because if you look at some of the things that are on that platform, it's wild. So you can showcase the assassination of Charlie Kirk, but if I talk about something that doesn't even come close to being gruesome or hateful or I'm not spewing hatred, somebody reports it and visibility done, cooked. And it sucks, man. It sucks, especially that TikTok has 30x the visibility that X has.
It's just super. I've heard 1,000 people say the same thing. They're like, it's just you get so many people now with like 1 million follower accounts. They're just like, yeah, I just woke up and it was gone. I'm like, what? Like, what about how can you even build a business on there? It's like you literally can't. I mean, you'd have to have diversified and get them into Discord. It's unreal, honestly. That's wild stuff. It even happens on X. Not nearly as much. I don't think. At least I haven't heard of any crazy ones lately. But TikTok's ruthless. I heard YouTube is ruthless-ish, but nowhere near as to the.
No, it's not. It's not as crazy as TikTok.
Have you ever had any content removed from YouTube or?
No. I'm lying. One, but it was like because I played a song that was copywritten.
Got it. That makes sense.
But otherwise, they're like, hey, like I don't know. Everybody else has a problem. I talk and it's fine. I'm also on Rumble. I'm also on Getter. I'm also verified. I'm verified all over the goddamn place. I hope X does something, man, because I love X. I built my brand on X. I think most of us built our brands on X. But I keep saying this. If you are stuck on X and you're not pivoting to also multi-stream on Kick, on Twitch, on TikTok, on YouTube, whatever it is, all these social media platforms, you're really screwing yourself because one day you'll wake up, you're gone from here. I mean, if you forget about just TikTok, you could be out of here, man.
Sure.
And what are you going to do? Like you built the whole platform here, and now what? You're going to make an alt account starting from zero? That's crazy. Okay, people will follow you, but then like, there's others won't.
We could just buy Landy's accounts and just change the username.
I don't know what's worse, being suspended or having Landy's account.
Well, if you have the Landy's account, unfortunately, it's going to be tapped. It's going to come with all sorts of strings attached and cotton, things like that.
I don't have it.
Comes with puppets, sunglasses, I think, all sorts of weird.
It's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah, definitely. On the early days of building Gokhshtein Media, what was that process like? Like stumbling through, trying to build something. It seems like that was
fun.
Your first entrepreneur foray, right?
No, I can honestly say I believe I was an entrepreneur since I was fucking born. But that doesn't mean like everything worked,
Yeah.
So I would say though, I think I found my place with the magazine, and it was super fun because you're battling like it was a CCN at the time, and all these publications like. Bro, like we're super underdog here, but we're representing people that didn't get Bitcoin early or ETH early. It's different, and the crew that we had that was building this stuff out, they were hella cool, and it was just a bunch of people that were hungry. It was a bunch of people that were hungry, but unfortunately, again, magazines are not are just not something that are profitable. It's not. It's not a profitable game. But the media stuff is cool because now listen, if you have the face for a camera and microphone, you should be on it. And listen, I was on Spaces as well. Like I had big time Spaces. I was like one of the first to get Spaces. There's the beta program. I just feel like I was always good at talking. That's it. Like, and I'm not scared to. I would say I'm not scared to speak. That's a better way to put it. I'm not scared to have a conversation. I'm not frightened by talking to people that I don't know.
Yeah, I would say I was kind of curious on kind of following that thread, that particular quality. I found to be pretty OP the second I kind of stepped into it. Just sort of, I guess it's some level just taking confidence that you're fine if you take a chance here, that you'll be fine. You're not going to die after it. But talk to me a little bit about maybe that. You've always had that mindset, I assume, that type of mentality towards things, or has that developed?
No, I've always had that mindset, but I've gotten more confidence from this industry, 100%. If you can make it on social media, forget about crypto. If you can make it on social media, you're good anywhere. Like I really believe that. I know that's like a New York slogan kind of thing. Like if you make it in New York, you make it. But like I think it's really social media because like at first when you start gaining, first of all, I popped off immediately. I wish that never happened. I wish I had a gradual growth, but I popped off immediately because I went and started talking. And what I mean by talking, I'm reply for reply with a guy about Bitcoin, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, nonstop. And then his friends come along, and they're all attacked. And then you have a crowd. They're like, "Yeah, get him." And now I'm like being pushed onto a pedestal. And it reminds me of, what it reminds me? Yesterday, I saw I was watching a little bit of this clip where Matt Damon, I forgot what the movie's called. It's about Michael Jordan, where they're creating him a shoe.
If I get this wrong, it's going to be really embarrassing, but my gut is telling me to say The Last Dance.
No. It wasn't The Last Dance. It was just a movie that they made. Remember, it was Ben Affleck, Chris Tucker. They're all in it. And Matt Damon just comes and sits down while the video's playing to sell him on the shoe. Matt Damon says, "Listen, I'm just going to keep it real with you." I'm paraphrasing here. It's like, "You're going to be a fucking legend. You're going to be fucking awesome. They're going to love you. You're going to win championships. The people are going to love you. They're going to elevate you. The world's going to elevate you. They're going to adore you." And like, but when that happens, as quickly as that happens, they're going to come at you to break you down and bring you back down. And that kind of like, I kind of related with that because I got, oh my God, people love me, and then all of a sudden it's the loudest haters in the room that are just like, and now you're going through something you've never experienced before because people talk crazy on social media. You can't fight. And even if you win, you don't win. It's kind of like, and you're like, "Yo, I'll throw hands with anybody. Let's go." Like win, lose, or draw, but you're on social media.
So bits
it's crazy. But I learned, what I'll say? I've always been a good speaker. I became a better speaker. It's like there are things that have happened on social media within these platforms that made me a lot better. So, I've learned a lot. I believe I'm a smart individual, but I've learned a lot from smarter individuals. I sit back, 2 ears, 1 mouth, listen. And Spaces, I sit back and listen rather than talk, listen, But I do believe that I became a lot better, within this environment. I've always known finance, but I know finance a hell of a lot better. Like I know things that would never, like this, the education that was provided to me, no school could provide.
That fast rise you talked about, do you think it forced you to level up though?
Yeah.
It could have been a great thing. I mean, I guess it was, looking back, it was fire. I mean,
I want to be great. So like, it doesn't affect me. Like I've always wanted to dominate.
Would you have dominated the same way, or how would you have done it differently if you didn't get a big boost in the beginning? If it was a slow growth?
I still would have worked. I would have grinded away. But like, when it's you get it. Like it's like I think it's like a one-hit wonder kind of thing, right? You better make sure you got another song coming.
Yep.
That right? So it's like that's kind of what it felt like. You're like, oh shit, top of the world, and then slowly, now what are you bringing to the table? And then you have to ask yourself honestly that question: what are you bringing to the table? Are you just clickbaiting people, or are you going to actually bring value to the table? That's it. It's clickbait or value. Value is going to take longer to build out. Just remember that. And people will surpass you. They will come out with rage baiting, clickbaiting conversations.
True.
They're going to pass you in engagement. They're going to pass you in followers. What are you doing? Are you here to actually? I think what happens with me in crypto is I see Bitcoin saved me from the centralized system. And I say that I'm not being sarcastic or funny when I say it. It's the truth. Bitcoin saved me. How can I repay or pay it forward and get more people here? That's value, right? And now you have to build that out. And you're going to lose a lot. You're going to fuck up a lot. You're going to have bumps in the road. But if you just like legit continue, I feel like you'll find a way to win. But it's not about being motivated though. Like you have to be determined. It's like when Mike Tyson said this. It's like do it like you love it even though you hate it. Like it's that. Like nobody wakes up in the morning like wanting to go exercise, but you do it because hey, if I'm going to aesthetically look good and obviously from an internal standpoint be healthy, I got to do this. So motivation lasts for a day or two. Like that's great. You're motivated.
Yeah.
Once it goes away, now what? So yeah, I want to be the guy, and I always say this. It's like when Michael Jordan said, like, I want to be the guy with the ball in my hands with 3 seconds left. I don't want to be third place. Like I want to be first place. And if that rubs anybody the wrong way, so be it. Like it's not that's just my attitude. And I want to win badly. So if, even when I lose, I win. Kind of like that's how I feel. Like even when there's a loss, which I learned from, I still win. And that's it. And that's the mindset you need to have, regardless if it's crypto, regardless of whatever you're doing.
Hell yeah.
I learned this. Like I'm telling you, the education provided here is one that you can't pay for.
Yeah. I mean, that journey is what shapes you. Well, and plus you get all the other thing that people skip over too is like if you skip over that part, which is the brutal turmoil part, like Alex Hormozi talks about it. When I first signed up when I was like 21 or 2021, or no, 2020 is when I was like, I'm gonna lock in and work online and figure YouTube out or something. Like I got to figure out one of these mediums. He basically said really early on, Gary Vee was like, just post everything. And then Alex Hormozi said, wait 5 to 10 years and don't expect anything good before year 5, probably not before 10. And I was like, okay, that gives me probably around the age of 30. If I have literally no success, then I guess I'll come to that when I'm 30. I was like, otherwise, when I'm 26, 27, 28, I guess I'll have a bit of an idea. And we full send from there. But you miss all the connections too. You miss all the relationships you build, all the stories, the things that kind of make you who you are. And so it's been a wild journey this far. But dude, I was gonna say it's been an excellent conversation. The last thing I wanted to ask you was for people we're both in the media world. Kind of everyone who's in the chat here is also in the media world. Everyone kind of understands the game here. You've been cooking. I will say you've been cooking. I think the Wolf Bitcoin ecosystem has been cooking. Wolf Financial's been cooking. Like, I think there's something for sure here, especially at the bottom of a bear market. I mean, there's very few people who stuck around. So there are people who are in the space. Most of them are probably listening in or trading or investing, doing their own thing. But I'm sure there's a handful who are looking to break into the media world. That's probably why they're listening in or they watch you. For those people, do you have any pieces of advice or things along the way, stories someone told you that impacted you on your journey? And that will be my final question.
Yeah. You got to really want to do it, Cade. You know what it is. You really have to be in love with this. You know, you really have to figure out what is your purpose of doing content? Is it to provide value, or is it to rage bait? And that's really, there's no in between. You know, like I watch people all the time and just like some of the most amazing accounts are not visible because that takes time. you know, if we're talking about crypto, like it just takes time for that to build out.
Yeah.
So like, but people give up. It's like they produce really good content and they're like, man, I'm only getting 3 likes. Oh, I'm getting like only 4 viewers. Fuck whoever shows up, be grateful. And you got to look at it from a standpoint of like, okay, if 10 people showed up, that's a classroom. Right? I'm good. I got a classroom, right? 300 people show up. I got an auditorium. Great. 1,000, 2,000, we got an arena. We got an arena going. I'm the opening act or whatnot, right? It's just like you got to like write these things down, and but you also have to ask yourself, am I doing these for the right? Am I doing this for the right reasons, or am I doing this to become famous and I'm gonna get a lot of money? Like no, like that'll all come if you're good. Like somebody's gonna sign you. If you're good at what you do, somebody's gonna reach out and say, hey, how can we work together? That's what happens. Do it because you love it. You know, like I love this. I don't shit. I love to do this until I'm 80, 90, whatever, God willing, however, you know, God wants me to go ahead and annoy people here.
I'll update the thumbnail so you have a wait.
Yeah, then you can update it. Then you can actually put out that picture.
Oh man.
What the fuck was that, man?
Jeez, dude.
But listen, you're a talented guy. You know it. You said the right thing. Gary Vee didn't break out until, 12 years after the fact.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, look at I want to tell everybody who's watching who wants to be a creator. Look at Gary Vee 12 years after the fact. He starts to get notable out in these streets. Look at everybody who's broken out in general in media. It's taken them at least 10 years. At least 10 years to go ahead and finally catch a break. It's like a comedian almost. Right? Like they're doing the indie shows.
Yeah.
And then finally,
True.
one of those jokes,
Like that.
one of the jokes go viral. So think about it. One of the pieces of content that you have go viral. And then obviously you gotta be genuine. Like to me, if you're not real, people see it. Like, and especially if you're on camera.
Yeah.
Like people can see it, read it, the body language. People can read if you're about that life or not. If you are, you
can take it. If the camera's on and you're dead inside and you don't want to be there, that shows so fast. I think
that's it. I'm always, people are like, yo, like, how is he always full of energy? This is how I am. I wake up like this. I'm positive. Why would I not be positive about life, Cade? I wake up every day. That means that God has granted me an extension. Why would I not be positive? What can I complain about? Nothing. That's it. Like if there's a situation, you keep going. You don't complain about it. You find a solution. That's it. Bottom line. Be happy. Do things that make you happy. Don't do things that make you sad. Man, you live one life. It's like you're out here living one life and you're doing things you don't like. Like what is the purpose then? Do something that makes you happy. Yo, I thought Gary Vee was crazy. Okay.
Did you
really, when he said go quit your job, $300,000 a year, quit it. Go sell lemonade on a corner. I thought he was nuts.
Yeah.
But he's spitting facts. Do what you love. Do what you're passionate about. What are you doing? You're sitting back working. I'm not saying working for somebody isn't cool, but like you're working for somebody and you're miserable. Do your own thing. Try it. If it doesn't work, go back.
Yeah.
My dad told me that. The day that I said I'm leaving the corporate world, I'm gonna try my own thing here.
You told him day one?
Right before I was resigning, I said, Pop, I got to tell you, man, I'm a bet on myself here. And I felt like he was going to tell me no. He's always told me, hey, it's better to get a check, But there's a man who's come from, Europe, and it's just like Europeans are straight up, the check, it's all, no headaches.
Yeah.
But he did say, you know what? I believe in you. You know what you're doing. And listen, if anything, you can always go back to your previous career. So you know what? Do your thing. I believe in you. And that's it. And you know what? I already had the mindset I was going, but with that, it was just extra, energy to say, you know what? I'm gonna fuck shit up. Excuse my language. If I'm win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna give it everything I got. And that's the type of personality I am. I say this all the time, Cade, before we go. I'm probably not the easiest to work with, 100%. I say this. This comes with maturity and growth. It's just like, but it's only because I'm driven. I'm so driven to be great and dominate that I just want to win. Like I don't just want to win.
Standards are here
That's it.
for everybody
That's it.
near you.
And by winning, not winning like so I can say, look at me, look at me. No, it's like winning to where I can help. Like the value is there, the value propositions there. That's the winning that I want to do, where I can finally go around the world and help. I really want that. So that's the winning that I want to do.
He wants to win. He wants to become a Bitcoin core developer. We got to replace Luke. Apparently, everyone's been talking about. We need David.
Right.
The next leg of Gokhshtein Media is going to be the Bitcoin core issue. I think here.
Dude, you need to start doing more live streams.
I need to. Landy was actually the first. This was maybe like in a long time ago. He ripped into me a little bit on a phone call after hours and was like, "You need to be on streams."
Yeah.
And I honestly, I think it's one of those, like, it's like the doors are closing in. Like, I know it's coming. I know I have to get. I did YouTube and streaming. It was like my main thing for 3 years in the crypto space from 2021 to 2024 or 2023. And then I've been in like the video world and all that stuff. And so, yeah, look, I just want to get to some of these comments before I close it up. I see a bunch of them are throwing their last thoughts in here. I just want to pull up a couple of them and give a big shout out to everyone who came through. But yeah, I mean, I came in from the crypto world, and it's been a long behind journey. We'll see where we end up, but I think I know that streaming is coming. I think that's why I love the spaces, because I can do them mobile. I can be out and about the stream. I know it's a setup. I see your show. I know mine's gonna. I can't help but compare it to the shows that are going to do well, and I can see which ones is obvious. You can see the production value of certain shows, and you don't have to have all that, but I'm kind of like you. There's no point in playing if you're not going to shoot for a win. I mean, I don't know why else you're even here. So I'm kind of like you. I think I'll probably end up in that world. Fortunately or unfortunately, probably in my future.
You'll love it. You'll love it. You like talking. You're interested. You know what? When I guess, like, if anything, Joe Rogan, right? Like I kind of think of Joe Rogan, where
the ball thing.
No, not Landy or anything, or the rest of the cats in here, but I think from the perspective of, like, he's just interested in things. He doesn't act like he's the, like when you have these conversations, he doesn't act like he knows better than you. It's just like he's interested in knowing your thoughts on a certain subject.
Yeah.
And I think when I watch some of these shows, I'm like, respectfully, they're garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like, hey, when did you get into crypto? What do you like? It's just like, no. It's like, just rip the Band-Aid off. Just ask the questions that you want. Like, ask questions that you want to hear. Like, the host should be able to ask questions that they want to themselves hear. Like, you should, when you do this, you should enjoy your own conversation with the person that you have on. Forget about the audience. They don't exist. Like, right now, I don't know half the things they said, because I'm focused on this conversation and what do the people get out of it? What did I get out of it talking to you? I got out of it as, like, right now I'm looking into your eyes, no Diddy, and you're like, yo, I definitely want to live stream. I'm going to figure it out, kind of thing. And you will. You will. You got a lot of time to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, look, I appreciate you coming on. I mean, look, for everyone who's watching, if you're not already, take a second. Look right above our faces, right above us. Hit that follow button on David's show. Or David, the Gokhshtein, he's got a couple accounts. The main David one, you'll be able to find everything from there. But he goes live. It's every single day. But it's not 7 days, right? It's 5 days?
Mondays through Fridays, 12 to 2. I have 3 more things in the works right now.
Nice.
But for now, it's just this. And I'll have, like, a pop-up space once in a while. But
yep, the memes one, usually at night.
Yeah, it's just like to vent a little bit and while I'm, like, vibe coding and shit.
Always vibe coding. Guys, well, listen, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Leave a comment if you enjoyed it. Appreciate everyone who was in the chat as well. We'll see you guys all on the next one. We'll be back on Spaces tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So we'll catch you guys there for that one. Otherwise, hope you all have an amazing day. Take care. Congratulations.